Hello, welcome. Trying a little different setup here. Instead of holding the camera, well, my phone, and doing this, I have it set propped up and see how that works. Of course, I have the window behind me, and so it's not the best of lighting, and I can see still cutting in and out. So maybe this will be better, maybe it's not. I don't know. We'll try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Not that it matters anyway. Nobody watches these things, so whatever. Anyway, today, um, today I thought I would talk about probably the two biggest things on Disney right now: Loki and the Owl House, and how they kind of exemplify something I was talking about earlier. Now, in a previous video, I talked about how Kevin Feige made a grave miscalculation with WandaVision, and that because Feige's a Gen Xer like I am, um, he approaches storytelling much like it was when he and I grew up. Of course, we don't separate. I mean, I'm not implying that we grew up together. I mean, we're from the same generation, grew up in roughly the same time span. Um, of course, you knew that. This was just a horrible bit. I try to make these funny. Well, sometimes I do. Anyway, failing as always. So his approach is kind of like what we grew up with. The storyteller tells the story, and the audience watches. Maybe they come up with theories, maybe they come up with ideas. They talk about it on the playground, they talk about it on around the water cooler, but then life moves on. You know, new TV shows take the spot, and life moves on. Whereas with Dana Terrace, the creator of the Owl House, she is a millennial, and a young millennial. I mean, she was born in 1990. I only started 10th grade in 1990. So, yeah. Did I? No, ninth grade. Ninth grade in 1990. Okay. Made myself a little older than I actually am. But anyhow. So, yeah. So her approach to storytelling is, very much the new way. All of her episodes have secret codes, there's secret meanings, you can be interactive with it. And what I think, and when I see what's going on right now, is after WandaVision, I made the video saying that he made a grave miscalculation because today's audience is an audience an audience that has been raised on interactive media. From the Blair Witch to Cloverfield to all types of different shows and Pokemon Go shows, video games, where it's not just you consuming media, but you actively taking part in it. And that's why a lot of people were so angry and mad at how WandaVision went down because none of the fan theories were came true, and it was pretty much just straight ahead as advertised. And so, for an audience raised on interactive media, having that traditional storytellers tells a story, audience consumes the story, it felt weird. It felt like a betrayal. However, what I thought would come of that is people would be going, okay, so this is what Marvel does. This is how they're approaching it. We'll just take it as it is. I even said I didn't think. I think people would enjoy the shows going forward, but they wouldn't be the phenomena that WandaVision had been. But now with Loki, I see a lot of the same things that happened with WandaVision starting to happen again. A lot of speculative fan theories. You know, people say, "Oh, what's this mean? What's that mean? Is this code for this?" It's like, I just want to say, guys, we've been down this road before. Didn't you learn anything the last time? It's like, this isn't that type of show. You know, this isn't a show where there's, hidden messages, in the scenery and secret codes and all that. It's a show where they're telling a story and they're telling it straight ahead. And you can guarantee any twists are going to be pretty well advertised. Like the TVA being the bad guys. And it's like we kind of all knew that. So I think the fan base is definitely setting itself up for another major disappointment. Just like with WandaVision. Except with WandaVision you can say, okay, we didn't know. We thought this was going to be what we're used to, what we've come to expect from our entertainment. Not what it was, before. But now you do know. So running away with all these fan theories and stuff, you're just setting yourself up for a world of hurt and disappointment. And with this being the internet age, the age of fandoms, not fan bases, which I covered in another video where I have the dog face. Well, I kind of still do have a dog face. No, dog's ass face. The new minds. You have the mindset of, I don't like it, it must be destroyed. So, people are going to go online. They're going to go on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and whatever other friggin' social media sites there are nowadays, and they'll badmouth it, they'll run it down, they'll jump on anybody who actually does like it. So it's like you're really setting yourself up here. And when you do, and it's not what you wanted, and it doesn't turn out exactly the way you want it, and then so you start going off bad mouth and try to destroy it, it's, at the end of the day, it's all on you. But I also want to get into something else too. And a lot of people were complaining about the last episode of Loki, and they're complaining about the cliffhanger. And they're like, oh, that's so stupid. We know it's a 6-episode show. We know they're not going to die. We know they're going to get off the planet. So what this cliffhanger is completely stupid. Listen, we pretty much know how this entire series is going to go. Because we pretty much know how all these shows go. Good guy versus bad guy. A good guy gets taken down a while, then comes back up, defeats the bad guy. Huzzahs all around. And yeah, we know that Loki and Sylvie are going to get off the planet. That's not the thing. That's not the thing. It's how. You know, I mean, it's like it's like a romantic comedy. It's like we know the two people who don't like each other are going to end up together by the last frame of the picture. Alright? It's how they get together that is the entertaining part. So yes, we know they're going to survive. We know they're going to get off the planet. How are they going to do that? That's where the entertainment comes in. I mean, if you're going to complain about that, you might as well complain about everything. You know, it's like, everything sucks because nothing's original anymore. You know, we all know how it's going to. Yes, we do. It's been that way for a long, long time. You know, in English class, I learned that drama was boiled down to man versus himself, man versus nature of the gods, man versus technology. And there was something else too. Man versus himself. Anyway, there was like 5 man verses. Honestly, it all comes down to one. Man versus another man. Man versus his own inner demons. Man versus society, that's it. Man versus society, government. Man versus technology. Man versus aliens. Man, whatever. It's just all man versus. You know, so alien robots from outer space are cancer. It's the same thing. You have a protagonist, they have an obstacle to overcome, and then the journey is to see how they overcome it. And only occasionally does the story end with them not overcoming it. But even so, we also know those stories exist, and they're rare. So for the most part, whatever the problem is, we kind of know it's going to be resolved by the end of the movie because people love happy endings. You know, life doesn't end happy. Life ends miserably. Every ending is a sad ending in the real world. That's why we love happy endings, because we want to escape. We want to escape the hideous shittiness of life. So, we know that 9 times out of 10, whatever we're watching is going to have a happy ending. So, man versus whatever is going to be man triumphant. Beating the cancer, beating the robots, winning, the love of their life. Whatever it was, whatever thing they were versing, they're going to triumph over it. So, knowing that, you kind of know the ending to everything. Well, almost everything. So you might as well complain that everything sucks and everything's boring, and why bother to watch anything or read anything. But yeah. But being older, being of like Gen X, being of Kevin's generation, I do find a lot of the new storytelling of the interactive immersiveness to be quite tedious and annoying. It's like I don't need secret codes. I don't need to go to this website that will direct me to this physical location where I'll find this map taped behind a pole on the second Tuesday of the fourth week of the 8th month. of the first even number year. I just want to sit down and watch a show. Now, luckily, the Owl House only does that a little bit, but like some movies, do expect, if you're not going to go all in, you might as well not even bother. But so me, I appreciate, like a show like, Loki or, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where it's like, here's the story, sit down, watch it, be entertained, walk away. Whereas something where I feel like, I'm literally being told what to do like a job. Because then it's not fun. It's not enjoyment to me. It's work. And I have a job that pays. So I don't need another job that doesn't pay. Just to be entertained, which I won't be anyhow. I'll be annoyed. But yeah. There is no actual through line through that. There is no coherent message or thought. That was just me taking a bunch of really quasi-related topics and just mushing them together. But that's kind of what this channel is. I mean, so yeah. Maybe next week I'll do an episode on workbenches. Because I still watch woodworking videos. I still like woodworking. I just don't want to make videos on them. But still, I mean, I get ideas for woodworking videos. So I might do a woodworking video when I talk about benches. So, yeah. Anyway, till next time. Peace.